Well, I just got up and now it's time for a shower. Oh man, that is cold. Is this what you go through every day? Because when I get up in the morning, I don't like taking a cold shower, and it takes us about 5 minutes before this water gets warm. But today we're going to talk about a solution so that when you wake up in the morning, it's already warm and ready to go. Hi, it's Mark with At My Home, and today I'm going to show you how to get hot water on demand. If you're like most homes, you have one of these hot water heaters in your house. But I don't know if you know it or not, but if you look at the top of the hot water heater, look up at the top, you see that big device up there. That's actually a water circulator. And what it does is it circulates the hot water in your hot water tank through your pipes so that when you get up in the morning, your water's hot when you take a shower. Now, of course, it sounds great, but in reality, that is actually a mechanical timer in this particular model. And what happens is, whenever there's a power failure or daylight savings time, the timer's not right. So if you set your hot water heater recirculating to happen at 7 in the morning, for example, the odds are high if you had a power failure for a couple hours that it's not going to come on at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to show you a couple of ways of automating this so that you don't have to worry about the mechanical timer. And that when you get up in the morning, when your alarm goes off, your water will be hot when you go take a shower. What I'm going to show you today using two devices. One is a Wi-Fi smart plug, and this smart plug happens to be from Wyze, but many of the smart plugs all work the same way. So that's one way we can do it. That's a Wi-Fi smart plug. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, if you're someone that likes to use Z-Wave, this is an in-wall switch with Z-Wave, and we use a hub called SmartThings. So I'm going to show you how both of those get set up and how they both operate. So let's go ahead and get started. We went to the mechanical timer, and as you can see in the picture here, we just moved this little switch up, the little white switch. We moved it up so that the thing was always on. So now the recirculating pump was always turned on. Then the next thing we did was we took a Wyze plug, and we plugged that into the outlet that the pump was normally plugged into. And then what we did was we plugged the pump into the smart plug, and then we set up a routine so that we could control the pump from the smart plug instead of from the mechanical timer. Open up the Wyze app, put the plug in there, and name it something like hot water. Then we also took that plug and we set up a schedule. So one of the things you can do with the Wyze app is you can actually set a schedule that says, hey, if this Wyze plug is on, turn off after 5 minutes. And the reason why I say that is that you want the circulating pump to be on and running for a certain amount of time, but not all day. So by setting a schedule that says, hey, only run for 5 minutes, you know that the pump's going to turn off, and that's a great way of saving you from running that pump all day. Now, the other thing is if you have Alexa in the house, you can do the same thing. So if you discover devices and it discovers your Wyze plug, now you can just say, hey, Alexa, turn on hot water, and the circulating pump will come on. And that's kind of nice, right? It really works out well. And what I mean by that is when you wake up in the morning, that shower is warm and ready to go. Now, the thing is that's not how we all really operate in the morning. I think if we wake up in the morning and say, oh, Alexa, turn on hot water, I guarantee we're going to forget to do that. So what we did was you can do a couple of things. One, you can set up a schedule that says, hey, every day at 7 o'clock, turn on the pump or turn on hot water and run for 5 minutes. You can go ahead and do that. But we did something else that's even better. So one of the things you can do with Alexa is you can set up an Alexa routine. We set up the routine so that we said, hey, we want to have a routine that turns on the hot water whenever the alarm is dismissed. So you go into the Alexa app, you go to routines, hit the plus sign, name a routine, let's say, turn hot water on for my shower or hot water for shower. Then you click on the when things happen. In this case, you say when an alarm is dismissed. The next thing you do is you say, what do I want to happen when the alarm is dismissed? So you have 3 actions you want it to do in this order. 1, turn on hot water. So that's the first one. So you go into the app, you select the smart home, you select the Wyze plug here, like for example, this one we called hot water, and you say, I want that to be on. That's the first step. The second thing you want to do is say, wait 5 minutes. And the reason why you want to do that is you don't want the pump to run forever. The third thing you want to do is then turn it off, right? So it's 3 steps. turn on the Wyze plug, wait 5 minutes, turn the Wyze plug off. The other thing we did, because we wanted to get up in the morning, because usually what happens is we wake up in the morning and we dismiss the alarm and then we sleep for another hour. So in order to prevent that, what we did was we added a light to it. So we also have a Wyze bulb in our nightstand. And so what we did was we added another step to that routine, which said, hey, turn on the Wyze bulb, right? Or turn on my nightstand, I think is what we called it. And now what happens is that light turns on and we actually set it up in the routine to get brighter over 10 minutes. So it doesn't get the full intensity for 10 minutes. And that means we can kind of lounge around and kind of relax a little bit before we get up. That's all you need to do. And now what will happen is if you wake up in the morning to your alarm and you dismiss the alarm,
Alexa, cancel alarm.
Pump will turn on, it'll wait 5 minutes, and it will turn off. Now your hot water is ready for you to use. In our home, we use SmartThings in Z-Wave. And one of the things we like is the GE Jasco outlet. And basically it works the same way as this plug, except you replace the outlet that's in your home that's used for the pump. We replace it with this device, and it works in much the same way. So this time we plug the pump into that, and then we have to basically set up in SmartThings this outlet and call it hot water. Now once we've done that, then we can also create an Alexa routine, just like we did for the Wyze plug, but this time for the hot water plug that's the GE Jasco outlet. And when we do that, it's basically the same. Go through the same process, except instead of selecting the device called Smart Home and hot water that's a Wyze plug, you're going to select Smart Home and the hot water plug, which will end up being the Z-Wave switch. The other thing we did, just like we did for the Wyze plug, is we set something up in SmartThings under their smart apps called lighting control. And what we did is we created a routine that would turn off that switch if it's been on for more than 5 minutes. And so it works the same way, whether it's the smart plug or you plug it into the wall, the routines work the same and the whole thing. And the thing that's really nice about that is now whenever the alarm goes off when we dismiss the alarm, we have hot water for when we want to take a shower. Thank you for watching the video today. We've included more information in the description below. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more smart home stories, visit appmyhome.com. Thank you.